Hi, everyone. This is, I'm Lindsay Reed. I am not Julia Veenstra. I am one of the co-owners of Square Foot Show, and I am going to be running our live today with some of our artists from this week's show, Landscapes. First, I'm going to give you a quick intro on Square Foot Show. If you are new, Square Foot Show began as a small party at Julia Veenstra's studio. Julia is an amazing artist based in Hamilton, Ontario, and she used to have this very fun party with 12 by 12s, hence the name Square Foot Show. And she'd get all of her artist friends to participate and sell tickets. And there'd be a line out the door, and there'd be wine, and be a fun event. And she did this for years and years and years. And of course, we all know what happened in 2020, where we couldn't pack dozens of people into an art studio. So in 2020, she approached me and a few others to try and put her art show online, and it was a big success. It was a lot of fun. So we then formed Square Foot Show, and we've been running a few per year the first couple years, and starting in 2025, we're doing monthly shows. So October is called Landscapes, which is a favorite of our audience. Landscape seems to be the theme that sells the best, and really what most people want to see and purchase. And we're really excited about this show. If you haven't seen the preview, anyone on our newsletter gets to see the preview at sign up at squarefootshow.com, and all we need is your email, and you'll automatically get the preview of the 124 pieces in this week's show. The show goes live tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern at shop.squarefootshow.com. And there are about 30 artists in this show. Like I said, 124 pieces. All the pieces are the same price, and it's free shipping within North America. So we do charge if you're outside of Canada and US, but free shipping otherwise. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. This is a really, really beautiful show. So Julia is in Japan, but she has contributed some pieces to the show, and our the beautiful art for our cover and the theme of the show is from Ashley Toner. And I'm going to be interviewing Ashley and Carrie Andreas and Katie Laws today, which are three artists from Landscape. So I'm going to bring up Ashley here in just a second. Here we go. Hi, Ashley.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. Ashley, will you let everyone know where you're from?
So I'm currently in Barrie, Ontario. I just moved here a year ago, so I'm very close to the Muskokas and north as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You must have lots of beautiful inspiration up there to pick from. Yeah.
That's right.
And where were you before that?
I lived in Kitchener-Waterloo, and I've lived in Hamilton as well.
Oh, wow.
I studied at McMaster University.
Very cool.
Yeah, and
Nice.
I grew up Parry Sound, actually, Georgian Bay.
Very cool. And you have been in several Square Foot shows. Do you know how many you've been in?
I think it's 10, actually.
Wow.
It's hard to believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, that's including the Ukraine benefit show.
Right.
As well.
Yeah. Yeah. That's amazing. Yes, you've always been a great contributor to our show and a big supporter, and your work is so fun and beautiful, and it always sells so fast. And so when we needed an image and a giveaway for this show, we immediately thought of you. So thank you so much for providing that. Do you have the giveaway, by the way? That's one thing I didn't mention. So if anyone subscribes to our mailing list, they can be chosen at random to win a piece from each show. And this week's winner will win Ashley's piece. So Ashley, would you like to show that?
Yeah. So this is the piece. It's called Windswept Pine. You can see all the texture, the palette knife.
That's so pretty. So pretty.
So just subscribe and be entered for a chance to win this piece.
Yes. Gorgeous. Windswept Pine. And And then you have, I think, 3 that you're also selling in our show. Is that correct?
That's right.
All
Yes.
right. Do you have those nearby?
Oh, yes, they're all
Okay.
here. Close. So this is the first piece. It's called Dancing at Sunset. So I just love capturing the movement and how the trees are like shaped by wind over the years. And it just sort of echoes how us as humans are shaped through our experience on Earth as well. Necessarily create a
Gorgeous.
lot of palette knife texture.
Yeah, and you went with a bit of a different color scheme for the pieces that you're selling, right?
Yeah, a
A
little
bit
bit of
warmer.
a sunset.
Yeah,
Mhm.
beautiful.
And the other piece I have is called Trees of Life.
Beautiful.
So I just want to symbolize like strength and beauty of the Canadian landscape, and just to find joy and peace.
I love that. Awesome.
Kind of see in the light
Yeah.
how sculptural they are.
Yeah.
And the third one is called Sunset Glow.
Oh, wow. Beautiful.
Yeah, it
Like
just
the purples in there. It's the Square Foot Show purple.
looks
Yeah, that's
there's like
beautiful.
lots of expressive texture. It just kind of brings the scene to life.
Yeah,
Some people say you can almost feel the wind and just the motion of the trees.
I love that. Gorgeous.
Thank you.
Well, how long have you been painting?
I've been an artist all my life, and I studied art at McMaster.
Hmm.
But I also have a degree in medical radiation science. So
Okay.
I work in ultrasound also, and
Oh, cool.
I've really developed my style over the last like 6 years.
Okay. Yeah, that was going to be my next question is when did you kind of hone in on that style, that like the texture and the palette knife and the trees in the foreground? When did you kind of hone that in and what inspired you to do that?
Yeah, it's been the last few years. I think just my upbringing near Perry Sound, Georgian Bay, is really grounding and peaceful for me. So I like some of my earliest memories are walking along the bay with my grandmother and just hearing the waves and the breeze. So I just like to create that joy and feeling in my work.
Yeah.
Brings
I
me
love
back
that.
to my roots.
Yeah. I love that. What is your favorite size to paint? Do you like the smaller size or do you like to do the bigger paintings or what's
I
your
do
favorite?
like I like the size a lot. Too small is hard to get the palette strokes
Yeah.
in there, but I'm working larger now as well. And this year in the winter, I have like some really big ones that I'm going to start to focus on.
Cool. Great. Awesome. Well, will you let everyone know? I'm going to put your Instagram up here and let everyone know where else we can find you.
Yes, you can find me on Instagram at Ashley Toner Art. I also have a website. It's www.ashleytoner.com. So you can find me there. Facebook as well, if you like. It's Ashley Toner Art also.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Well, thank you, Ashley, and good luck in the show. It's great to
thank
talk to
you.
you.
Thank you for
Yeah.
having me.
Yeah. Have a great day.
Thanks.
Awesome. All right. I know that several of our Square Foot Show owners have purchased many, many pieces of art. I don't have an Ashley toner, but I know that one of our other owners does. I believe Julia does. I was just going to real quick show you a few of the pieces that I have. This is from Chanel Cruiser, who was a headliner, and I think she's been in about 4 or 5 of our shows. I have an abstract from Jan Sabiga. This is called Picnic Days. I just really love the colors in this one. I think I've purchased about 15, about 15 square foot. And this is by Jennifer Moore. She is in the prairies in Alberta, and I just loved the colors. And I am an American. I live in Nashville, Tennessee, but I went to college in Edmonton, Alberta. So love Canada and loved collecting from an Albertan artist. So those are just a few of mine that I wanted to show. And next, I'm bringing up Katie Laws. And I hope she's got some fun stuff to show us. Here we go, Katie.
Hello.
Hi. Katie, let everyone know a little bit about you. Where are you from and what do you paint?
So I currently live in Arizona. We live in the Southwest United States. Before Arizona, we lived in Albuquerque, New Mexico, but I grew up in Oregon. So I grew up, like literally running around barefoot in the forest and looking for banana slugs and climbing trees. So nature is definitely what I focus on in my art as well. And so I was so excited to be included in this show because landscapes is what I love to paint. So yeah,
Awesome. Nice. And is this your first Square Foot show?
it is.
Nice.
Yes, I'm so
Nice.
excited.
Welcome. That's what I thought. Nice. Welcome. Welcome. How did you hear about us? Did you find us through another artist?
No, so I try to be really active on Instagram. And I was really excited when I heard about this show because it feels, honestly, it feels perfect for me and what I do, just because I really do enjoy painting in the square format. I like it's a little unique. Lots of people paint landscapes in landscape format, and I like to do 10 by 10s and 12 by 12s. So I had applied a few times, and then when I got into the landscape show, I was like, yes, this was meant to be.
Yeah, that's amazing. Perfect. Well, I'm going to just make a quick plug for artists. We did recently open up our 2026 application. So every single month, January through December, is available right now, and you can apply at squarefootshow.com. Okay, Katie, do you have any of your work? I know you're traveling.
Yeah,
But do you have
yeah.
some of
I'm
your
at
work
my
to show?
mom's house, luckily not a hotel. And so I have a couple pieces. This is the best one to really kind of show what I do. This is an earlier piece of mine, but like I said, I focus on nature. I paint a lot of trees and flowers. And so you can see, especially in the sky, I actually use cake decorating tools
Oh,
to
cool.
create the texture through the sky. And it's kind of a fun background to put my other items on top. So I usually have mountains, and then I'll have lots of pine trees or other trees that stand out in front of the
Yeah.
texture. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Very cool. Love that. Love that. And you have how many pieces in this week's show?
I submitted 5, and they're actually all part of my newest collection. I called it the West Coast Collection. I've painted a lot of desert landscapes and other trees and things, but I was inspired. I had a friend who was hiking in Washington, and she took this gorgeous photo of these pine trees and the sunset. And I asked her, like, can I paint this? And it was the spark to create this whole West Coast collection that I've been working on for the last 2 months. And so the 5 pieces I submitted for this show are in the middle of this collection, just all 12 by 12, really happy, colorful pieces that will hopefully remind people of the Western
Yeah.
North America.
Yeah. I love that. Well, we have a Painting the West show next year, so if you haven't applied yet, we'll need to get you into that one.
Absolutely.
Painting the West and Painting the East. So West Coast, East Coast, we've got going on for 2026. So it's super exciting. Anything else you want to tell us?
Whew.
What
Huh.
inspires you? Other than hiking and nature, what else inspires your art?
Well, so I have 4 kids, and my husband and I own 2 family-run businesses. And so, really, I started painting. It's kind of a way to escape reality. There's so much going on with our businesses and with our 4 kids that I needed space and time for myself.
Yeah.
And so about 6 years ago, I really started, pursuing my practice of art and spent time really focusing on what I wanted things to look like. I knew I loved color. And so that was always in everything I made. And then about 2 years ago, I really kind of stumbled upon what I would call my style with lots of texture and the white outlines. Some of my pieces have black outlines, but I really love the way white pops on the colorful paintings. And so, yeah, my mother-in-law passed away about a year and a half ago, and she was also an artist. And that really just was like the diving board, I guess, for me to pursue showing my art. Until then, it was really just a practice and it was something personal for myself. And then it was like, you know what? You never know what's going to happen. And I really love painting and I want to share my joyful art with other people. So I've been showing my art for a year and a half, and I've been in 8 large shows from LA to Dallas, Santa Fe, and it's been so fun.
Wow, amazing. That's great. That's quite an accomplishment in a short amount of time. That's great.
That's been terrifying and thrilling.
Yeah, very cool. Okay, well, where else can we find you? I'm going to put up your Instagram.
Yeah, so
Right there.
Instagram is probably the best way. It's my name, katie.laws.artist. And then I have a website. It's katielaws.art. So instead of .com, it's .art.
Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you, Katie.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, good luck in the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, enjoy your hug today.
Thanks. We will. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All righty. Okay, next up, well, let me first see if I have any other orders of business. I've told you that our show starts tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time at shop.squarefootshow.com. Right now, if you go to shop.squarefootshow.com, you need a password. And to get that password, you need to subscribe. So go to either shop.squarefootshow.com or squarefootshow.com to subscribe to see the preview for tomorrow's artwork. And you also get the chance to win one of Ashley Toner's pieces for, which is the cover artwork for the show. So we have one more artist for our interview today, Carrie Andreas. I'm going to add her now. Here we go. Hi, Carrie.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
Yes, I'm so glad you were available. I am so interested to get to know you and hear more about your art. So tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and anything else you'd like to tell us.
Sure. So I live in Kelowna, BC, Canada. We've been here for just over a year now. We moved from right downtown Toronto, so total change of scenery.
Yeah.
Going from like a tiny little condo, 30 floors in the sky, to now having a place with a room for a studio, which has been a game changer in terms of my painting practice.
Yeah.
So I do work full-time in tech, and then I paint on the side and have been getting more and more into it. And it's just been so fun and so rewarding.
Very cool.
Getting to be part of the show, for example, is so cool.
Yeah. And is this your first time being in a Square Foot show?
Yes.
Okay,
so I was in a Square Foot show in Toronto, it was just like that was the theme. And it was so cool to see everyone's pieces all the exact same size, but completely different themes, subject matter, style, everything.
Yeah.
But I like seeing the preview online has been so cool. And seeing my own work in there has been such a little thrill.
Yeah. Yeah. So fun. Yeah. We always say we're not the only Square Foot show. We're just, it was something that lots of galleries do, lots of shows do, but when Julia's show was such a huge success, we were like, let's do this thing. It's just so fun. Well, great. How did you hear about Square Foot Show? Do you have other friends that are artists in the show? Did you find us online or?
Yeah, I don't actually know exactly how I found out, but I do know some artists that have participated. So I guess that's how it came into my awareness.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Just word of mouth. Well, cool. Show us a little bit of your work first.
Wait. I kept my pieces here handy. So I've got some pieces in the background that are definitely not what's in the show, but I have a collection of like grain elevators that I'm going to be putting in the show. I've got 3 pieces, exactly the same scene, but like I played with color and it was just so fun to put these guys together. So there we go. Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, I love that palette. I see that like aqua color in the paintings behind you as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so funny how you kind of develop a style and color palette, even though you don't intend to.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I recognize that one. That's fun. And so are those on panel or canvas? And I see that they're framed.
They are framed, yeah.
Okay.
They are on wood panel.
Wood panel. Okay.
And then they're varnished. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. So when artists upload their work, they get the chance to put in details of whether it's canvas or acrylic or oil, and so those are very nicely framed. So it's definitely a bonus to see that frame on there. Tell us what inspires you and how long you've been painting for. Like, how did you kind of get started?
Okay. I did textile design at Sheridan in Oakville, and while I was in school, I actually got a job at a private kids art studio teaching painting, and that's where I kind of got into painting. But you know, I hate to say this on an arts platform, but you know, sometimes being in the arts doesn't pay or the hours are not good, and that was what I found. So I actually ended up doing a big career shift and moving into tech, and you know, worked at that, continued to work at that, but just found like something was missing. So I got back into painting actually after I had my son in 2020, which, as you already alluded to, there was not much else going on. So
Yep.
instead of like play dates and mommy groups and all of that stuff, I ended up getting back into painting, and that's
Very cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. Nice. And so you were in the city, but you're painting grain elevators. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah. So my mom grew up in Saskatchewan, so every year when I was a kid, we'd go to Saskatchewan and visit her family, and just that icon, just like it always was in my head, and I just thought that would be such a captivating subject.
Yeah.
So I do, you know, it's not just grain elevators, but I do like kind of lean into that Canadiana theme. So I've got over here, they're very unfinished, but CP rail, I've got hockey. So kind of like just kind of push through some of that inspiration. Yeah.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, I saw hockey behind you. That's so fun. Nice. Well, where can we find you? Are you in any galleries? Are you selling your work on a website? Where can we find you?
Yeah, so I have my work on a website, so carrieandreas.com. You can also sign up for my newsletter where I keep people informed of like new collections I'm launching. I am going to be participating in the Artist Project in Toronto in the spring. No galleries at this point, but hopefully have some news on that front in the near future.
Yeah, awesome. Well, Julia always says that galleries are watching our Square Foot Show. A lot of our artists have been discovered through Square Foot Show, and just those connections that people have made. And I hope that you've made some friends and gained some followers. And if you sell out tomorrow night, everyone go find Carrie at Carrie Paints. Find her on her website and look for some more work there.
And I just have to say, just because I've made these up for it, but I have all kinds of fun little things to include. So because these will be like shipped to you, so I've got little cards to go along with it, a little bit about me and then some little stickers and things.
That's perfect.
So it should be a fun little purchase.
That's great marketing. Yes, I love when I get little extras with my Square Foot purchases. It's so fun. Well, thank you so much for sharing. I'll let you get on with your day. Yeah, good luck this weekend. I hope the show goes really well for you.
Thank you so much.
All right, thanks, Carrie. Bye. All right, everyone. Those are the 3 of the 30 artists that are in the Landscapes show. Please go visit shop.squarefootshow.com, subscribe, and you'll get a preview of the work for tomorrow. Don't forget, I'm going to put all the information up here. The show is 24 hours only. It's at shop.squarefootshow.com. We're offering free shipping within North America. There are 124 pieces, and they all sell for $350 Canadian, $300 US. And I think that's everything. All right. Have a great day.